Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for joining me today for this super duper quick video tutorial on how to play Best Part by Daniel Caesar and H.E.R. This song literally has 5 chords throughout the entire runtime of the track. So all you gotta do is learn those and you can play the whole song. The first chord you need to know for this track is a D major 7 chord, which looks like this. We're gonna put our first finger on the 5th fret of the A string here on D. We're going to put our 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string on A. We're going to put our 2nd finger on the G string on fret 6, C sharp here. And then our 4th finger is going to go down here on this F sharp, the 7th fret of the B string. That chord there is D major 7. We've got D, A, C sharp, and F sharp. Now every time we play a chord, we're going to play it like this. You're just going to pluck the A, D, G, and the B strings twice. Each time has like that little slap in between. The next chord is an A minor 7 chord. That's how I like to play it, but there are a few different ways you can play this. A common way is just like this. So you've got your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the E string on A. You've got your 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the D string on G. You've got your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the G string on C, and then you've got your 4th finger on the 5th fret of the B string on E. And the way that I like to do it is by putting my thumb on the E string and then just by barring the D, G, and B strings with my 1st finger. The notes again in this chord are A, G, C, and E, which makes an A minor 7. And just like before, we're gonna pluck it, and slap. The next chord is a G major 7. We're going to put our 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the E string on G, our 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string here on F sharp, our 4th finger on the 4th fret of the G string on B, and then our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string on D down here. All together, we've got G, F sharp, B, and D. And then same thing rhythmically. Okay, and the last sort of 2 chords are B flat major 7 and then B flat major 13. Don't let major 13 kind of freak you out, it's not that difficult. We're gonna start off by playing the same chord that we did for our G major 7, starting on the 3rd fret, but this time we're gonna start on B flat up here on the 6th fret. So we have our 1st finger on the 6th fret of the E string on B flat. We have our 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string on A, and our 4th finger on the G string, 7th fret on D, and then our 2nd finger is going to be on the 6th fret of the B string on F. The next thing we have to do is actually move this F here on the B string, so the 6th fret will now become the 8th fret like that. If you're playing the chord like this, it means you have to sort of switch things around a little bit. So you're going to switch from using 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 2nd to 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th like that. I like to play this chord like this, using my thumb on the E string, and then basically playing an A minor chord, but up here, just a minor inversion. And then I put my 4th finger on like that. That just makes a little bit more sense to me, and I'm quite comfortable using my thumb, but if you're not, go ahead and sort of do these chords the way that is easiest for you or most comfortable for you. Okay, that is literally it. I'm gonna play it for you a little bit slower, just so you can sort of see how it all glues together. Remember, we've got D major 7, we've got A minor 7, G major 7, and then B flat major 7 to B flat major 13. Now there is one more chord that I did in the intro, which I like to put in there from time to time, which I think is really cool. It's a passing chord between the A minor 7 and the G major 7. I like to do an A flat 7 flat 5 chord. Sounds complex, but again, it's really not that difficult. Once you sort of train your fingers to play it, it's not too hard. This is what it sounds like. All right, it's a pretty cool sounding chord, and in the context of the song, as a passing chord between A minor and G major 7, it sounds awesome. So for this chord, you're gonna put your 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the E string on A flat. You're gonna put your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string on G flat. You're going to put your fourth finger on the 5th fret of the G string, C, and then our first finger goes on the 3rd fret of the B string on a D. So altogether we have like that, an A flat 7 flat 5 chord. Now I'll show you what that sounds like in context. So it's just a cool embellishment, a cool chord you can put in there from time to time. I wouldn't suggest doing it every time you play the progression, maybe once, twice, 3 times throughout the song. I hope you learned something today. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm making more content all the time, every week. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your week, whatever's going on. I think that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.